Hi kiddos. We're going to try to do this the best we can because I've been challenged to, and I love a challenge, and I never go halfway in a challenge. That challenge, how many times am I going to say that before the end of this video, is to make a line dance to a Beartooth song. So I did it. This is the bad listener Scootin Boogie. I'm going to give y'all a full slow-mo kind of walkthrough to begin with. Some close-ups of some moves you might need to know, especially if you've never done a line dance in your life. And then I'm just going to do one run-through of the entire song. The thing to remember about this is that, number one, it's kind of meant to be done down in the pit area, but also there's not a lot of room in a pit, especially a Beartooth pit, so most of all this is just to have fun. So if you lose the beat, kind of, or you don't get something entirely right, or it's just kind of awkward, or you mess up a step with like the certain beat, totally fine. It's meant to be goofy, it's meant to be fun. I'm not a choreographer by any means. I'm a mediocre, just graduated studio engineer and a lore post person. It's just supposed to be fun and goofy, so I'll probably mess up during this instructional and laugh at myself, and you should too. It's just supposed to be goofy, it's supposed to be a fun time. We're supposed to laugh at ourselves and just, you know, groove and have a good time. So now, y'all bear with me as I do my best, because I can't play music and film this at the same time because I'm just a little old country bumpkin filming on my phone in my backyard. So start off with the intro to the song. Real simple is we're just gonna kick the ground, because again, we don't have a lot of movement, especially in a Beartooth pit, if you're gonna be in a Beartooth pit. So just do this, and then we're gonna kick out about 12 times. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And right about then, that'll get you to the first part of the lyrics, first part of the intro. You're gonna be banging your head till your brain rots, right? So then you're gonna do 2-part steps. Gonna slide twice each way. Then we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. Come back. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then a third time. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then one final one for each way. And then it's going to come back to banging my head till my brain rots, right? And you're going to do a few more kicks, because we know the boys in toof, sometimes they love to elongate those intros. So just keep kicking or keep grooving, however you want to do it. Pretty simple, just kicking out and moving side to side. Now when we get to the verse, this is where it gets a little bit more complicated. So you're going to go, I feel the energy from my head to my feet. You're going to step out with this foot, like this, just a little bit, enough to bang your head, and then side view, bang your head, and then you're going to step back and spin backwards. So, energy from my head to my feet, and you're going to clap like that. So side view is energy from my head to my feet, and you're going to come back from that. So, and you're going to step forward, and then is it anger or passion empowering me? And you're going to step this way, and you're going to take this foot and you're just kind of kick the dust up and slam it out. So, and then we're going to go over to this side, step, and kick the dust up, and then step back here. So, head bang, back step, clap, step forward, step to the side, kick the dust up, crossover step, kick the dust up, come back. Got it so far? It should be about to the I know talk's not cheap kind of part. And so we're just going to start kicking again because we're trying to save space in the pit. It's about 4 kicks, and then time to slap you in the face with 2 devil horns with reality. 2 more kicks. We're just kicking a lot, so get your cardio in, kids. And so now we're getting about to the chorus, and this is where it's going to get pretty easy but a little bit tricky in some parts. So when it starts with no structure, no prisoners in the pre-chorus, you're going to kind of do this like slide thing where you take your back foot like so, and you're just going to scoot. So no structure, no prisoners. We're doing it like a Michael Jackson type thing. And then when it gets to this side, no structure, no prisoners. You're going to lift your leg up if you can. I'm not deaf. Jump over. Just a real bad, like you're grabbing your belt buckle because we're cowboys, right, kids? So, real bad listener. Throw your head side to side. Okay, so that is no structure, no prisoners. I'm not deaf, just a real bad listener. Cool. So now you're saying, Shay, what are we doing for the chorus? I'm so glad you asked. So when the actual chorus part hits, we're going back to the kicking. So you can either jump like I'm going to do, or just regular kicking like we've been doing is totally fine. I know a lot of us are getting older, so we got to take care of those joints, right? But so after you do this and you get to this point, and so now we're going to start, I'm going to do the jumping. So no structure. So you're going to hop, kind of like kick your leg out and then bring it forward and then hop over to the next one and kick it out. So no structure, no prisoners, right? And then now here's a little bit of the complicated part. After you bring that foot down, you're going to take the opposite foot and you're going to do this move that goes heel out, up like this, bring it back, bring it out again, bring it back. So no structure, no prisoners, and then bring this one out like this. I'm not deaf, I'm just a real bad listener. And I'm going to have a close-up video so you can see exactly what my feet are doing from top down. But it's not deaf, in, out, in, and then the next foot, just a real bad listener. And then when it goes into the reprise, you start over with the jumping or just kicking. So 2 for each foot. And then we're going back, out, in, then out, heel up, like this, in, out, in. For the second verse, it's just going to be a reprise of the routine we did from the first one, but with a little bit of a difference. So, you're going to start with your foot out again. We've been deceived, headbang, spin, clap by the powers that be, step forward, we're so down to perfection, kick the dust up, cross over, will not come cheap. And then when you come back, instead of just kicking this time, we're going to turn around to face the audience. So, right before he gets to the pre-chorus, you're going to do the boxing step. This is a classic move in line dancing. So when you come back from kicking the dust up on either side, you're going to come out of kicking the dust up, come over here, and you're going to box. So you start with this foot out, bring it over, bring it in, and you see I pivoted about 45 degrees. Bring it out, box, bring it in, 90, out, box, in, out, box, in. And now I'm completely turned around. And now we're back to the pre-chorus, which is no structure, no prisoners. Bring that leg up, I'm not deaf. And then belt buckle, real bad listener. And then again, we're just doing the chorus over again, but you're facing this way. So that is no structure, no prisoners, I'm not deaf, just a real bad listener. And so you're going to do that for the chorus facing that way. And when that chorus ends, you're going to be facing the other way. And you're going to box your way back around so we can get this breakdown. So when it hits, you're going to just box your way 4 times like you did to turn around to begin with. 3. And I'm back around. Now, you should be back around by the time that kick drum really hits, and you should stomp if you can. If you miss it, oh well, it's not the end of the world. We're line dancing, we're not driving a plane. So, kick, and just start kicking, and have fun with it. And then when we get to the reprise of the pre-chorus for the breakdown, you say, my vision's not a vision at all, like this. I can't sing, and I'm not going to torture you like I can. So, 2 this way, back, just like we did at the beginning. And then 4 kicks, and say, I'll never get a real shot. I'll be banging my head till my brain rots. And then when that breakdown hits, we're just going to start doing the kicking again like we did for the chorus. Except if you can't hop up and down, again, totally fine. So you should do about 6 of them. So and then after about 6 of them, you should get to that change in the breakdown, and it should be perfectly timed for you to do the heel in out. So about 4 of them. So you do about 4 of these, banging my head till my brain rots. Breakdown hits 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then in, out, in, out, out, in, out, in. And you should do about 4 of those by the time that the reprise of no structure, the final one, hits. And then out, in, out, in, out, in, out, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in. And then when that should hit around the final reprise, you just go back to no structure, no prisoners, not deaf, just a real bad listener. And then we're going to do a final one of no structure, no prisoners, not deaf, just a real bad listener. And that should be the end, baby. You did it. I'm tired. That's a lot. I can't play the song along with it because I don't want to get copyright struck. I don't want to get lawyers after me. So I'm just going to run through it one time, try the best I can, play the song along with it if you wish, if that helps you. I'm sorry I can't include it. I am poor and cannot afford a lawyer, so I will not be getting copyright strikes. And if you're watching this, I'm sure you know the song well enough anywhere, you have it downloaded, so don't try to fool me. Anyway, here we go. Now this is going to be full speed, the absolute best I can, with no musical reference whatsoever. This is all just playing in my head. So, $12 of these, give or take, depending on how long they decide to keep the intro going. Knowing them, they may keep it going all night, so we just may be kicking for a while. And then 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Bang your head till your brain rots. So, forward, step, back, clap, step forward, kick the dust up, step to the side, kick the dust up again, come back, just start kicking again. Slap you in the face with reality. Four of these, then out, in, out, out, in, out, kick again. This is the entire chorus. Out, in, out, out, in, out. Then come back, kick the dust up, swap sides, keep the dust up, come back, ground yourself. Now we're gonna box. My weight class is very low, so keep it light. Four of these. Turn. No prisoners. Not deaf, just a real bad listener. Box your way back around. 4, 3, 4. And you're going to stomp. You're going to kick a little bit. You say my vision's not a vision at all. There's no degree in rock and roll. Say it's a waste of time. Say I'll never get a real shot. Be banging my head till my brain rots. And then just hit that again. 6 kicks. This time, amping it up. Out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in. 4 of these this time, 2 per leg. Then it's gonna hit again. No structure. No prisoners, not deaf, just a real bad listener. Then the final one, here we go. No structure, no prisoners, not deaf, just a real bad listener. There you go. Probably really weird to watch without any music, but that's where we're at. So, hope you enjoyed. I forgot to say at the beginning of this video that I'll be at the show in Nashville on April 17th, VIP and just in general haunting the place, so come find me, come say hello. The plan is to do this during Bad Listener during the set if we can, as many people as possible. But also, you can do it at any show you want to. If you're going to a show and you just want to do it by yourself, fine. I don't even know if I can get down to the pit because I'll be with my mom. It's her first, like, real beartooth show, so I'll be up in the rafters with her, just because of her health, kind of don't need her down in the pit. But I encourage as many of you as you can, get down in the pit or a place where you're safe and do this, have fun with it. Do it in your room, you know? Do it around the house. Do it in your backyard, like I'm doing. Come say hi at Nashville, come rock out at the saloon. That's what it's for.